Hello, I'm trying to put my headset on. Sorry, I forgot. So just give me a second. It's on. Let's see. All right, it's connected. So now I can speak on the mic. That way you don't hear anything else. Technical difficulties over here. And then my ears are very small. So when I try to put this on, it keeps falling off. Anyway, okay. Hi. My name is Jessie with Simply Refreshing Life. I am happy to be here today. It's Tuesday, and I have another golden nugget for you. First, let me say, if you're watching this on YouTube, I will appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button for notifications. If you're watching on Facebook, you may want to go to YouTube to subscribe. The only reason why I say this is because two reasons. The first one is Facebook doesn't always tell you when I come live. And then another reason is that if you want to see past videos, if you scroll down to Facebook, it might be difficult to find. So it's easier to find them in the YouTube channel. So they're all there for you. I come live every day at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. From Monday to Friday, I have a golden nugget for you. On Fridays, I do a DIY and I do something creative with you. And so, yeah, I still don't know what I'm going to make this Friday. It's going to be something fun, I assure you. So I'll let you know once I decide. Yesterday, we talked about spring cleaning, and a lot of you joined, and I am so happy that you did. I think tackling big tasks such as spring cleaning, it's so much better when you do it with a community. So if you're not too late, you can still join. Yesterday, we talked about windows, and we clean our windows. And those of us that have the shutters, I clean my shutters as well. I couldn't believe how much dust those things accumulate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, join us. We tackle one thing at a time for the next 14 days with catch-up days in between and rest days as well. So we're not working all the time. So if you want to watch that video and see how it's going to work, again, go to YouTube, and it's a video from yesterday. Or if you want to just scroll down my page here on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. Whatever works for you, it's good. Today, I want to talk to you. So today I have Adrian here with me because he wasn't feeling well. He had upset stomach. So I gave him this oil. It's called Digize, and it has to make him feel better. This Digize it's a combination of tarragon and I think ginger. I forget, but it's really good for the stomach and for the digestive system. And you can take it internally, but neither him or I like the flavor of it. So we put it on our stomach. So he puts like a few drops on his belly, on his hand, and it just drops it on his belly. And then I have peppermint actually right now diffusing. Not peppermint, lavender diffusing. So it eases out the pain. He actually threw up. So if you see him running, it's because the bathroom is like right there, right here. So I do apologize if that happens, but he's sitting right here comfortably on the couch and just trying to relax. And, if you can say a prayer for him, he'll be fine. He just stayed home today because, it's not fun to do school with a stomachache, right? All right, let's get to it. So then for the next few days, I don't know how many days because I just want to make sure that I cover everything. We're going to be talking about boundaries. Why are they important and how to set healthy boundaries? I consider myself a people pleaser in recovery. My type of personality is the one that I like to see people happy around me. And sometimes that has sacrificed my own boundaries, and that has brought consequences to my life. So in order for us, for those of us that, are like that, we need to set boundaries. And I'm going to talk to you about why are boundaries important. So I'm going to be talking about boundaries for the next few days. Again, I don't know how long this is going to take me. So just stay tuned for, for more. I've learned how to set boundaries, and I'm still learning how to set boundaries. Sometimes it comes easier than other times. It depends on, the situation. But learning how to set boundaries is very, very, very important. I like this quote by Mandy Hale, and she said, "It is necessary and even vital to set standards for your life and the people you allow in it." And it's hard for us sometimes to set boundaries because we don't want to offend people. We don't want to make people mad. We want to make sure that everybody's taken care of. We want to make sure that, we can help. And, boundaries are hard for us. Or sometimes setting boundaries, within ourselves, with the food we eat, with, the nutrition that we follow. That could also be an issue in boundaries. So there is a broad area of, why it is necessary for us to set boundaries. So boundaries are necessary. We get to choose our limits. We get to choose how much or how little we want others involved. So here's the key word: we get to choose. It's our choice. Nobody can come and tell us this is what you need to do, or boundaries or whatever. It's our choice how much we want people involved in our lives, or how much are we putting, how many limits we're putting on ourselves. When it comes to nutrition, I think that kind of applies, with our food. It's so easy to give in, especially during holidays, right? And and we don't put limits on ourselves, and we see everybody else enjoying something, a treat or whatever, and we know that we need to restrict ourselves from sweets for a while because we tried to lose weight or whatnot, and we don't respect those limits. So it's necessary. I'm going to read you a quote from PositivePsychology.com that I really loved when I was investigating more about this theme. And it says, according to PositivePsychology.com, it says, setting boundaries is an important part of establishing one's identity, as it is crucial aspect of mental health and well-being. Boundaries can be physical or emotional, and they can range from being loose or rigid. With healthy boundaries, often falling somewhere in between. And so what is the difference, right, between setting loose, boundaries and rigid boundaries? So if people are used to us saying yes to everything, it's going to be hard for us to move to a no. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to talk about how to say no in creative ways without offending people. So stay tuned for that one. But, when we start setting boundaries and getting others used to the fact that, we need to say no, we need to, we need to set our boundaries and just be firm with them. It is a little tough for others to understand. And so they need to get used to it, and they need to make sure that they know. I have, as I said before, I'm a people pleaser. I like to have people happy around me. I used to say yes to everything, and then found myself extremely overwhelmed with everything because I was saying yes to a variety of things because they need my help and they need me to do this and they need me to do that. And so I was saying yes, 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 yes. And I found myself, buying sometimes, and I couldn't attend to my own things because I was doing somebody else's things. And so that created a state of mind where I was overwhelmed, I was overtired, I was not happy. And so when I started doing boundaries, soft boundaries, like they call it, just putting my needs in front of everybody else's needs, that's when things started to change for me. And it was little by little. It was, saying, and don't get me wrong, when I say no, sometimes I did feel guilty. And I often wanted to pick up the phone and say, you know what, I thought about it, maybe I should do it. And yeah, maybe sometimes I did do that. But that's, again, the people pleaser on me. So, but it's very important to make sure that we set healthy boundaries, and we can follow Jesus's example. If you read through the Gospels, you're gonna see that Jesus many times went off by himself. He went, to places that he wanted to pray and just be by himself, and get away from the crowd. And yes, people needed him. Yes, people wanted to learn. And yes, people wanted to follow him everywhere he went. But there's times where he says, okay, I need me time. Obviously you're not going to find that in the Bible, but he didn't say me time. He just said, I need time for myself and prayer. And many times he just went away. He did see the need of the people. He did see everybody, but he wanted to recharge batteries. So following that example, we can do this. We need our time. We need to recharge our batteries. We need to make sure that we are okay. So Jesus showed us the importance of boundaries and why it's good for our mental health. And I think I'm losing connection, and I do apologize if this video lags. I see that, sometimes I kind of lose connection. I do apologize for that. Our situation that I have to be down here doesn't allow me to be connected directly to the internet. So I see that sometimes I freeze. So I do apologize for that. Anyway, so stay tuned for the next few days. I'm going to talk about boundaries, how to say no, why is it important, and why is it good for our mental health as well. And just know that you're not alone in this. Just know that setting boundaries, it might not be easy for people like us that are people pleasers, but once you get going, you will be able to set your boundaries for your own health. I've been turning off my phone, the ringer on my phone, and I check it whenever I have a chance, and I check for messages. The messages are always going to be there, and it's okay for me to not hear the phone. It has come to a point where I can't stand the ringer, and sometimes I put it on, like if one of my kids is out, the house, and I put it on, because if they need me, and I tell them, I'll have the ringer and I'll listen to you if you need to call me. But it's usually off, and I just feel like, that I can just check my phone at my convenience. And that's one of the boundaries that I have set. I work, certain times, and, I'm off at certain times as well. And people have respected that. And that's the thing. When you set your boundary, and those of them that really care for you, they do respect that. So don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to set your boundaries, because those that care about you, that really care about you, will respect that. So setting boundaries is important. Stay tuned for more coming tomorrow, and yeah, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna dig a little deep in this. So I hope you join me for the next few days, and then join the spring cleaning challenge too. That's gonna be fun. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.